What's up, everybody? I hope all you guys had a good fantasy week. This is just my wrap up of my week 9 fantasy games, and as you can see, I got 153 points, and the person I played against got 90 points. It increased my record to 7-2, and now I am on top of my division instead of being in second place. So I got 153 points, which is the most I've ever gotten in fantasy football. It was just a crazy week for me, and I actually could have even got more points if I would have played the right players, but for this week, it didn't matter that I played the right players or not because almost every single one of my players, even the ones on the bench, did good. So we'll just get into it right now. Robert Griffin III, he got me 215 passing yards and 53 rushing yards. Not too good of a day for him. I mean, it was okay. I figured he was going to do a lot better against Carolina defense. I thought he would at least score a touchdown, but didn't happen, but that's okay. And then Arian Foster got me 111 rushing yards and 1 rushing touchdown. Just a solid performance by him. That's how he is. I mean, he's always within 15 to 25 points every week. I don't think I've ever had a week where he's gotten below 10. And then this is crazy. Doug Martin got me 251 rushing yards, 4 rushing touchdowns. And the funny thing about that is, I think he had 18 or 20 points going into the third quarter, and then I didn't check my score for I think it was maybe 30 to 45 minutes, and then I came back and he was up in the top 40s, and I was just going crazy. I couldn't believe that he actually got that much points. I mean, that's crazy. He broke a franchise record for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with most rushing yards, and it was just a really awesome day for him. I'm glad I started him. I heard of a lot of people that benched him, which I couldn't understand why they would have benched him in the first place, since he just got done having a 36-point game last week. So I don't really understand why people would have done that. But yeah, so that's mostly where I got all my points. And then for my wide receiver, Marcus Colston, his game was last night. 46 receiving yards and 1 touchdown. Not bad. Pretty mediocre night for him. And then Roddy White, 118 receiving yards again. Not bad at all. I like to have my players at least get over 10. If they're over 10, then I'm pretty happy with it. Besides, my quarterback, I always want him to get a little bit more than that. Antonio Gates, his game Thursday night, got 43 receiving yards and 1 touchdown for 10.3 points. AJ Green, again, just like the other 2 wide receivers, just a pretty good day for him. I mean, not anything too great, but not bad. I mean, and then Matt Bryant, 15 points from a kicker. I love getting at least over 10 points from a kicker. It's always oh, what the hell is this pop-up doing? Get out of here. Sorry about that. But anyways, yeah, if your kicker can get over 10 points, that's a good day for him. So 15 points, I like that. Nothing to complain about that. Tampa Bay, I was really expecting them to hold Oakland a little bit, but they didn't really do so. They let them score 32 points and 424 yards, so they got me 7 points. Don't really like that. I probably should have went with a different defense, but I was just going out on a limb and trying to see if they could hold Oakland, which they ended up not. So, but still ended up winning the game, probably because of Doug Martin and all those rushing yards. Okay, so now my bench, The Oklahoma tight end, I think it's Brandon Myers. Let me see. Sorry about this. Yeah, Brandon Myers. He got me 17.9 points against that terrible Tampa Bay pass defense. So I probably should have played him instead of Antonio Gates, but didn't really think he would be. Ended up getting 2 touchdowns. Jonathan Stewart, 5.7 points. He hasn't really been doing that great this year. I don't even think he's gotten over 10 points in a week. Okay, so Eric Decker. Now this is another spot where I really messed up. I was thinking about putting him in for Marcus Colston, but then at the end I just figured I'd go with Colston. Probably should have went with Eric. I mean, 99 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. Would have brought me up to like 160, which, I mean, doesn't really matter. I still would have won either way, but if it would have been closer, I would have really liked to play him instead. That was just a bad mistake on my part. Also with Andrew Luck, didn't really think he'd have as good of a day as he did against Miami. I thought he would at least give up like one interception or a fumble or something, but he got me almost 30 points, so again, I should have played him instead of Robert Griffin III. Who would have really known? I figured RG3 would get more points against Carolina than Andrew Luck would against Miami. And then the Green Bay running back, Green. Nothing really to say about him. 7.8 points. Not too bad for him. I'm glad I didn't play him, I guess. That's about all I can say for him. And then, of course, New England had a bye. So that is my Week 9. Well, my Week 9 team, or how much points I got and everything, which, again, is the most I've ever gotten. The last, I think, 3 weeks ago, I got 140, and that was the most I've ever gotten. So 153 is just... Oh, what the heck just happened here? Sorry about this. My internet's bugging out. But anyways, it's a really, really solid week for me. Mostly because of Doug Martin. I'm going to have a video coming up here, probably in a couple hours, talking about who I thought was the fantasy player of the week, which you guys probably already know who that would be. I will talk to you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe and like, please, and comment any questions you guys have about anything that involves fantasy football or anything like that. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.